No, he's been unconscious. Somebody found a driving license.
Consider this. Seattle's Harborview Hospital staff saw 81 murder victims last year in which the weapon used was a gun.
Gunshots, they affect everybody.
2 glass blood with me.
All ages, all races.
But 140 miles to the north, in Vancouver, BC, a Canadian city slightly larger than Seattle, the general hospital there saw
none.
Zero.
Canadian Dr. David Harrison and his staff believes strict Canadian gun control laws are responsible.
And if there's a domestic dispute, people may get hurt but not probably killed. The difference is that in Seattle, if there's a domestic dispute or someone gets angry, they reach for a weapon, they may find a handgun in their hand and it may be loaded. I think that's the difference.
The difference is also that to buy a gun in Canada, you need a permit. And to get a permit in Vancouver, you need to deal with Constable Jim.
What is the purpose you want a firearm?
Welcome to the firearms acquisition process.
Just to protect my house and my family.
Not allowed.
A process that stops many Canadians from even wanting a gun.
Canada only allows you to use as much force as deemed necessary to repel the force that's being used against you. And generally speaking, a firearm is overdoing it.
The constable shows us a lengthy form to fill out, explains that target practice at a registered club is the only acceptable reason for a handgun, and then starts asking personal questions.
Has any member of your household, other than yourself, ever been prohibited, refused, denied?
He asks if I've ever been fired from my job, ever been depressed, or separated from my wife.
Now, if they answered yes to any of those circumstances,
a yes could stop me from owning a gun.
Have you been treated for threatened or attempted suicide, depression, behavioral?
He wants to know how much I drink. He asks the name of my doctor.
Okay. Have you been convicted or discharged of an offense involving the...
He'll interview your neighbors, look at your medical records, talk to your boss if necessary, and if he catches you lying to him, you go to jail.
If they come in with a doctor's note, you're going to call up and check with the doctor?
Oh, certainly. I check with every reference.
Let's leave the Canadian constable for a moment and travel south to Tacoma, Washington.
Next.
Almost every day there's a long line of Americans who want concealed weapons permits,
Get a gun permit, please. Okay.
which allow them to carry a gun under their coat or a loaded gun in their car.
Read the papers and look at the news, you know, it's just, it's getting bad out there.
Initial there and signature cross there, please.
Turning in the application for a concealed weapons permit takes about 15 seconds.
Okay, I'll need your 2 index fingers.
You're fingerprinted, a computer check is scheduled to check for a criminal record, and they mail you your permit.
There you are. Okay,
right.
thanks. Next.
This is the most thorough civilian screening process in the United States.
We send you a card in the mail, and it's taking probably about 4 or 5 weeks.
And yet it's really nothing
Each of the references must know you for a minimum period of 3 years.
compared to what Canada puts you through just to own a gun.
We're now looking at 2 to 3 months.
So, 2 to 3 months and I can finally get my gun?
To finally get it? Well, you're not through all the hurdles yet.
The constable explains it could be up to 9 months before I could take a gun home.
Can I carry it around with me? Can I have it in my glove compartment?
Good Lord, no.
Keep it
No. Your convey permit is to take your weapon from your home to the approved range.
So this is Canadian gun control. Restrictive, bureaucratic, and arguably effective.
Are you currently awaiting trial on charges?
John Larson, Como News 4, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Has any member of your household, other than yourself,